Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Aki with DIY Power Couple, and we have a special guest here today because we are going to be talking about the DIY home improvement projects that can ruin your home sale. So this is my special dear friend, Latika.
Hey, I'm Latika, Citywide Realty here in the Metro Atlanta area. And yes, I work with a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers in this market, and I want to help you be successful getting your home sold.
And today we are going to go over 5 things that sometimes DIYers do, and we want to make sure that when we're ready to sell, our home is looking great.
Yes.
So the first thing is, what is like the golden rule for a seller when they're trying to, present their home on the market?
Right now, buyers are loving light, bright, and open. So if you can remember light, bright, and open, that will help you in any room that you're thinking about doing a project in.
And so when you're ready to sell, you're saying go neutral, go bright. What's the best thing?
I would say if you love purple, some people love red, they love bright blues, especially in children's rooms. You see it very commonly. And those colors are very difficult to cover up and neutralize. And I know you guys did a special DIY video on that. So please watch it because you're going to need that. Everybody does not have the same interior design vision that you have, and they want to see their personal items and their personality in your space. And it's very difficult to do if you've got bright red, blue, and all these different colors. What I recommend is every year there's like colors of the year. So you want to look at what is light, bright, open. You can go to, your Home Depot, your Lowe's, or your Sherwin-Williams and look at the most light, bright, open, neutral colors. It can range year to year. Sometimes it is a warmer kind of color. Sometimes it is a more cool tone. And sometimes it's very neutral. But I would say if you stay within the range of those popular colors for the year, and look at the neutral, the warm, and the cool tone, that's a great way to start.
That is so good because I know, especially in kids' rooms, we like to make murals. We did that in our daughter's room. We had a whole kitty mural on there. And I think those are the rooms that you might customize the most. So as DIYers, we just need to know that once we do those things, we can paint it back neutral. And like she said, if you need help with that, we have a video to help you paint over dark colors and get it right back to neutral.
Please, I would say that would be number one.
Okay, Latika, tell us as DIYers, what is the biggest mistake that a DIYer can make that would end a home sale?
Oh my goodness. Unfinished projects. Ooh.
Unfinished projects.
I'm telling you, there's so many unfinished projects. And I get it. It looks so easy when you see people just painting and the whole wall is done. But I go in home, somebody started a painting project. There's tape left over. The trim is not finished.
Not the painter's tape.
The painter's tape. The trim is not done. The doors are not finished. Or the paint is all over the hardware, the knobs on the door.
They didn't clean up after.
They didn't clean up. Shoddy DIY projects, but so many of them, materials are not, top quality, professionally selected materials, and unfinished projects. So it is just...
You hear that, guys. You've got to finish the projects to update your home. But we definitely want to go from the beginning to the end to make these projects look nice and seamless, and the buyer can appreciate your work.
And make sure it's quality, because even if you try to finish, but if it's not quality, like I mentioned, paint everywhere, messy paint, or backsplash. Maybe there's messy grout around the backsplash.
Yes.
Or it's crooked. A lot of these crooked things. And DIY, I've been very ambitious myself. And I've had to call in a little help to get me to finish that project. So I know this is a DIY channel, and I'm all for DIY. I love DIY. But if you get in over your head, don't be afraid to call a handyman, get a little help, get it done, get it cleaned up, and get your home ready to
sell.
Market.
And we had to do that. We fell through the ceiling. We had a hole in there. We knew how to patch it up. We could get the what is it called, the plaster on.
Right.
But we could not match the design that was already on there. Yeah. And we had to call in a professional. And let me tell you, when that professional came in for that part of our DIY, I guess, it just made it look seamless. And we really appreciated it. So yes, to your point, if you get in over your head as a DIYer, there's no shame in just calling a professional and get it done right.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, number 2, we're going to talk about bathrooms because we have done so many DIY home improvement projects in our bathroom. And please tell us, what do we need to know as DIYers when dealing with our bathroom and getting it ready for sale?
So when you are selling your home,
right?
We all think we are the cleanest person on earth and our dirt is clean to us, but our dirt is not clean to a new person.
Right.
So going into the bathroom, it is typically a sacred place where people value and treasure doing all their personal hygiene things. If we notice, and I'm putting myself in a buyer agent perspective when I'm walking through a home with a buyer, if that toilet seat is stained or yellow or old, it's a major turnoff.
Oh my goodness.
Also, please clean the toilet bowl. You would be surprised. Rings in the toilet.
Yeah, and that's not even a home improvement project.
No, it's not.
That's just, you can clean it.
But sometimes the home improvement, if you just give your home a thorough cleaning, that is home improvement. A very affordable DIY, a toilet cover seat.
Toilet cover seat.
Yes.
Is there anything else we can do with the toilet?
I want to say, I think you have a video on this.
Yes.
And that's replacing the toilet. People do not like those tiny little baby toddler toilets. And some of them are so low to the ground where they just look like little kiddie toilets.
And you find that like in older homes mostly, right?
Yeah,
now?
you do.
Yeah,
because it changes. And also I want to give you a little tip. When you sell your home, a home inspector is going to come through that home. I mean, if that buyer has a good agent, they're going to get a home inspection.
Yes.
And one of the things that the home inspectors do is they see if that toilet is sturdy and safe and if there are any gaps around the ring, because rings at the bottom deteriorate.
Right.
And water can get through that ring and cause water damage in the home. So I think a great DIY would be just, hey, get a whole new toilet. You got the toilet, nice new, brand new seat.
Yes.
And buyers really appreciate that. And also it is one of those things that you ensure a home inspector is not going to cite you on.
And it makes the whole bathroom look nicer.
That does.
And Daires has definitely done many toilet removals and installations. So what we'll do is we're going to leave all of the videos that we're talking about, the projects that can help you with your home. We'll leave those in the description.
Great.
So we're still in the bathroom and we've cleaned it. We've got a new toilet. Is there anything else that we can do in our bathroom that we can do ourselves to make it look nicer?
Hey, I just want to say you would be surprised at what a new mirror and lighting can do. I would get a new mirror. And if you feel up to it, I'm sure you have a DIY on light fixtures. You know, you typically have a sconce above the mirror, but if you really want to wow it, a new toilet, light fixture, and a mirror is going to make a tremendous impact. Oh, and a bonus tip, put a little air freshener in there, please.
Yes. I know when I was selling real estate, that's one thing that I'd always do first before showing the house or asking the seller to like bake some cookies, make it smell nice, make sure the home is fresh. Yes. So we're like clean, we're bright, and we're looking good in every room. So those are things any DIYer can do to really get their home ready to sell. This is important for every homeowner, and that is to know where your water shutoff valve is. And
absolutely.
We're talking about the main valve to your house.
Right.
Because so many times we have seen leaks, second floor spills and damage that's caused by leaky valves.
A big culprit, or when people remove that washing machine and the dryer, you would be surprised at how much damage has been caused to a home because somebody did not completely turn that faucet off at the washing machine valve. And especially if a home is vacant while you're trying to sell it, anything can happen. And I would absolutely, if that home is vacant, know where that water cutoff valve is.
Yes,
it's for the safety of your property.
Right, and I've heard where there's been flooding because the homeowners never knew how to actually cut the valve. I mean, shut the water off from the city to their home. And by the time firemen came and people to help them, it had already flooded their entire house. But if you need to shut off the water to your home, usually that valve is maybe located in the garage. It can be located near your water heater, sometimes down in the basement. So if you don't know where that is one thing that we definitely want you to find out for your home. Know where your shutoff valve is to your house.
Absolutely.
So the third area we're going to talk about is kitchens. Okay, so let's say we're on a budget, but we are a DIYer, we're kind of handy. What can we do in our kind of outdated kitchen to get it ready to sell?
One fabulous thing to consider, some people have a lot of small appliances on the countertop. I would remove everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Oh my God.
And just clean it all
So our
up.
air fryer
Our gotta go.
Crock pot.
Crock pot gotta go.
The coffee maker.
Coffee maker gotta go. Just put it while you're trying to sell underneath the cabinet. Tuck it away.
Okay.
Maybe put it in the pantry because people want to see themselves in your space. Also, when the kitchen is clean, when you get your photography done for your marketing photos, it looks bigger. It looks more open.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it has more space. So just decluttering, I think, is a DIY endeavor that I would partake in.
It's like the least expensive DIY you can do.
That's right.
And that's just moving things out of the way. Again, what you're saying, making it bright, making it open, and it looks like it's more room if you don't have all of that stuff on the countertop.
Exactly, because remember, a buyer is trying to visualize themselves into your space. Oftentimes, sellers take things personal. Like if you say something about their home or their kitchen, you're calling their baby ugly.
Right.
And we're not doing that. We're just wanting them to pull back the personality,
the personalization,
so that somebody else could see themselves and their family utilizing that space successfully.
Because you want more offers on your home, so you want more buyers to say, "Oh my gosh, this home is great." So, what are some other things that you can do in the kitchen?
A DIY easy fix: knobs.
Oh my gosh.
Updating the kitchen knobs.
We love that.
Yeah. Honestly, lighting is something. And I would really say if you don't have backsplash or an updated backsplash, I would get a nice backsplash.
Let's go back to the knobs for a second. What you're saying is if they're older and maybe builder grade, when we say builder grade, we're talking about that's how the cabinets looked when you bought the house.
Okay.
What's a rule that I should use? Like, what color should I go with?
Great question. So today, in today's market, the brass, which would be the yellow, would be considered very dated.
Okay.
So if your light fixtures are yellow, the doorknobs are yellow, the knobs in your kitchen are yellow, that would be considered very dated. And I want to make a comment because gold is coming back.
Yes.
But it looks different than the brass from the 90s.
Right. Gold is not brass.
Gold is not brass. So I just want to say, the gold looks really nice. If we're going to go in that direction, gold is definitely an option if it is all cohesive and pulled together. So if you have silver, if you have some chrome and brushed nickel, that's okay. If you have stainless steel appliances, because the silver is all going to pretty well match.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But I would not say put black knobs in your kitchen when you have brass
and other metals.
Try to really keep it in the same family.
I've heard sometimes designers talk about you can mix and match the metals, but it's only if all of it's new.
Right.
Because you don't really want to put old with new.
Right.
That's not matching.
That's right.
Because sometimes you can hide it a little bit if you've had that same faucet, but the faucet is nickel, and then you change your brassy knobs to nickel, you can kind of make it look cohesive, and that looks nice.
Right.
And we just wanted to share these with you so that as you're doing your home improvement projects, you can kind of think of the future if it's something that, hey, I know I'm going to stay in this home just for a little while and I'm going to put it on the market in a few years. Let me think about those projects in the front end.
Absolutely.
Before I do it. Lighting can sometimes scare people, but when you make your kitchen a lot brighter,
yes,
that makes it look bigger.
Very much so.
And then you clean it. And you have like a whole new updated kitchen just from that.
Yeah. And appliances.
Yes.
You'll be surprised when buyers go into a home, they're thinking these appliances, because if they're extremely dated, the first thing the buyer is thinking, I've got to come up with my down payment. I may have to pay some closing costs. I've got moving expenses. I've got all these responsibilities. But wow, those appliances are looking crazy. They're so dated.
Yeah.
I really want an updated refrigerator, a stove, a microwave. And it might be kind of cost prohibitive. So if you can enjoy the appliances for a couple years until you sell, or you have the ability, appliances make a tremendous difference.
If I don't have the money to buy new appliances, would it be better for me to just remove the old appliances for the sale?
No. A buyer, if they're getting an FHA loan or a VA loan, appliances are required to be in the home. If there's a gas line there, that means a stove is supposed to be their electric line. They have to be able to cook in that home. The home has to function
as like a fully
functioning home.
Okay.
So they got to be able to cook. They need something to cook on. You will not be able to get that loan clear to close without the appliances in the home. So definitely do not remove appliances.
Don't remove them.
No.
That's good.
And they have to be in working order.
And that's good to know.
Yes.
That kind of goes into 4. You were talking about appliances. And we have said this in other videos. You have got to measure your appliances. If you're getting new appliances and you're, getting the old out and starting with new, we cannot stress enough to measure your appliances.
I have to tell you a story about this. I have to tell you a story because we all have gone through one of these hardware stores or appliance retailers, and you'll see these floor models and samples, and you're thinking, oh my God, what a great deal. I can get this new stove that was regularly $2,000 and they've got it on the floor for $500.
Right, let's get it.
Let's get it. And then you pack that thing up and you take it home and it doesn't fit. So, especially when people are getting ready to sell, they definitely do that all the time.
Yes.
And I've had a situation where someone bought a stove, they popped it in, but it was just too long.
And when you say too long, you're talking about it was too deep. It was coming out outside of the countertop.
Correct.
Okay.
It was not flush to the countertop. So when it came out, the way that kitchen was designed is that the dishwasher bumped into the stove. It could not open.
Oh, the door. So you're saying
the
door of the dishwasher, it couldn't even go all the way down.
It couldn't go all the way down, so somebody would not be able to load their dishes.
Yes. I can't stress enough about measuring that because even in our situation, like we went from very old appliances to new appliances, and the new appliances that we had were huge. They were much bigger than the space, especially if you're updating older homes and you're trying to fit new into like an old space. Yes. We're doing that. And we find that a lot of the new appliances are bigger. They're just, you have to measure because your eyes will lie to you. When you're in those big stores, all the appliances look small or they all almost look the same size, like they're all standard.
Yeah.
But they really do have differences.
They're not standard.
And especially with stoves because the door can be really thick. I didn't know how thick the doors could be.
And then even sometimes with the way the knobs come out and there's a lot of different things. So please make sure that you're measuring.
Yes.
And oftentimes those counter depth appliances cost a little more. So if you have a counter depth, it may be more than the standard. But
so you can't get those on sale sometimes. Those aren't the ones that, like you said, they were on the floor model and they now are on sale.
Or they're probably on the floor because somebody realized it was too big and they couldn't open the dishwasher.
Yeah, and they returned it.
They returned it.
So
it doesn't work.
So think about that. When you see those appliances on the floor, they're like, oh, special deal and everything like that. It may be because it's perfectly fine. It's just too big or too deep, especially with stoves. So do you guys remember when we were getting a refrigerator? Well, one of the things is they wouldn't deliver it. It was a floor model and the store wouldn't deliver. Now, usually most of those stores will deliver the appliances. But the reason why they wouldn't deliver this one is because they knew that it was too big for most homes. And they knew that the feet would have to be adjusted. So if you find an appliance that the store does not want to deliver to your house, make sure you measure it.
Right. Or it might be too big and it can't get through the door of your home. So then they want to take the doors off the refrigerator,
Doors off your...
Doors off the refrigerator or doors off your house to bring that refrigerator in. But then think, if it's in your kitchen, is it going to obstruct a pantry? Is it going to obstruct a door? Is it going to obstruct something?
Right, when you open it up, like when you walk the walkway.
Right.
And can you even open it up because it's so big?
Yeah, it could hit an island or another cabinet. So definitely be mindful, take great measurements, think about the way something's going to open or swing. That's also very important, because when a buyer walks through, believe it or not, they're opening cabinets, they're pulling out drawers, they're looking in the dishwasher, they're looking in the oven.
Yes.
And so also, if you have existing appliances, make sure they're clean as well, please.
Clean again is another thing.
Clean.
Those are great. Those are great tips. Next thing we're going to talk about is flooring. And I know that you've gotten on me about that because we like to have different types of flooring in different rooms. And your suggestion is...
Hated it. No,
we can't have that.
It's a big no. I mean, when people walk in, that is another thing of personalization.
Yeah.
Let's go back to light, bright, open. And flooring transitions are a big deal when it comes to selling your home. Because if you walk in, some people may have a tile or a marble at the entrance. And the thought behind that was, well, if water or the elements get in, I don't want to damage my wood or my carpet. So we'll put a hard surface at the entrance.
Like a little foyer.
Like a little foyer. Okay, that's not bad. But then you'll have maybe a living room or a dining room that has carpet. And because you don't really go into those areas as much, you may figure the carpet's not worn. I'll just leave that there because we spend most of our time in the family room in the kitchen. So it may look okay, but then you have carpet in the dining room or the living room. Then you've got the hard marble or whatever in the foyer. Then you say, well, we're going to put some tile or some hardwood in the family room. But then your kitchen is a wet area that may have tile. Your bathroom abuts those areas. It may have tile. All of those flooring transitions are a no. It does not look attractive. It's not appealing. It's more difficult to decorate if you're a buyer to see your furniture and your space. And we're really looking for clean lines. So that is another thing that buyers are really attracted to.
Okay, so what if you have, let's say you have LVP all throughout your house, but in the bathroom and the kitchen, you have a different type of tile in your wet areas?
It depends if it matches, but I would really try on each level of your home, really try to pick one that you can kind of stay with. And it can be the same LVP through the bathroom, through the kitchen. If you must, no more than 2 flooring transitions, no more than two different colors.
Yes. Okay. So if I did like a gray LVP and then I wanted to do kind of a gray marble tile in the kitchen, that would be okay, you're saying?
Just please make sure it matches, try to have some continuity. What we're looking for is continuity for our eyes to gaze. We want to see something streamlined and some continuity.
And that sells better. Buyers are more apt to like that home.
Yes.
If we're a DIYer, one thing, we're about to sell our home and we notice that we have a lot of different flooring, not just transitions, but we just have a lot of different flooring in almost every room. Try to get it consistent.
Pick the probably most updated one that you have completed.
So okay, let's say I have carpet in the bedrooms, but my hallways and everything are hardwoods or LVP. Should I just go all LVP in the bedrooms, or do you think I should do carpet all throughout the house?
No carpet all throughout the house. That's considered very dated.
Okay, so no carpet.
Yeah, no carpet throughout the house. If it's in the bedrooms, it is more acceptable. But in today's market, we are seeing a lot of hard surfaces throughout the house.
They're easier to clean.
Yes.
They're more hyperallergenic. Yes. So that's kind of the trend with all of that's going on.
Yes.
Hard surfaces.
Hard surfaces. Sometimes for those of you that have pets, a little more pet friendly, easier to clean again. And for those that you said have allergies, the carpet holds dander and other things. So I would definitely say go in favor of the hard surfaces.
The hard surfaces. So we have a bonus tip for any DIYer that is looking to prepare their projects and prepare their home to sell. And that is?
Do your own home inspection. Oftentimes, some sellers will have a professional home inspector come in and walk through their home and give them a list of all the things that a buyer may find. But in this video, if you check the link in the description, we're going to have a really long checklist because we know you're DIYers, and a lot of these things are really simple, easy fixes, and we know that you can do it on your own, save a lot of money, and do a great job. But it'll also be not only home inspection items, but making your home light, bright, open. There'll be some tips and some tricks and a lot of different, even decorative or design, things like pulling some personal things away that don't get caught up in those marketing pictures that go online, like your personal family photographs and things of that nature. But we've got a great bonus for you. So just check the link in the description.
And it's free.
It's free.
It's free. So if you're looking to sell your home and you want to know everything that you need to get it ready, you're a DIYer, you can get it ready yourself. That will be great for you. So thank you, Latika, for giving us that link and having the checklist. And we hope you guys enjoyed this video. We wanted to show how DIYers and realtors, we can work together. And get our homes sold, okay, for the top dollar.
For a top dollar. And it is a competitive market out there. And let me just tell you, buyers are walking through and even though you're looking at the price in the square feet, and you may look online to see what other homes sold for in your neighborhood, what's going to separate your home from other homes is that property condition and what the buyer sees and feels and smells when they walk through your home compared to other properties. So we're here just to make yours the champ, the best.
Yeah, we want ours to be the best.
We want it to be the best.
We know how to do it.
That's right.
So guys, thank you. And remember, you can DIY too. See you in the next video.
Bye.